So you're going to ask me questions about Saints Row 4?
Yeah, you played Saints Row 4, huh?
Saints Row 4. I got a preview build. Deep Silver sent me a preview build thing, and it's got a few missions in it, and it's also got the whole kind of open Steelport world, so I can run around and get my upgrades, my powers, and just kind of dink around and collect data clusters.
Okay.
They're basically like Crackdown's orbs, so if you're one of those guys that likes to just run around and jump on top of buildings and collect things that level you up, which I love doing. It's the stupidest, simplest thing in the world, but it's fun. Like you'll stand on top of a building and just see a million of these shiny things all over the city. And you can just fly and glide and go pick them up.
Because you've got like increased mobility with superpowers this time, so it makes more sense.
Yeah, within like an hour of the game, you've got like, I was kind of worried that they were going to wait with like super speed and super jumps and stuff, but it's like within an hour, you get both of those and you're immediately leveling those up.
Okay.
So like, I don't even know if I'm going to drive cars in 4. You know, it's like you run faster than cars, you can get in tinier, alleyways and stuff, and you can't like run into other cars. Like if you run into traffic, the cars just go flying.
Right.
So you're just sprinting crazy fast, like the Flash through stuff.
There's no reason.
Why would you ever get in a car?
It would be stupid.
Yeah, and you can just jump on top of buildings. Like you unlock wall runs and stuff where you can run up them. It's super awesome.
So if the police are on your tail,
Or aliens.
Okay, can you run through a drive-through spray paint place?
You just
paint your
you come
body?
out. It's just like, you're like one of those robot statue guys or whatever that stands on the street.
Now the build that you had, does it start at the very beginning?
Yes.
Okay, and I got to play that at E3. You just kind of walk me through this.
I thought that was the very beginning.
Okay.
Because we played the same E3 demo.
Right.
This one has the real first level of the game that shows how you became president.
Okay, can you walk me through that? This is important.
So you start out and it's a total like Zero Dark 30 thing. Like the mission's called Zero Saints 30 and you're Saints Team 6. And so you're coming in, to some mountainous desert area in a helicopter and, a bunch of guys come down and you go into this like terrorist compound, these caves. There's just exploding barrels everywhere. You're just running through as this like masked, like super cool like SEAL team guy and just killing everyone. You're supposed to kill this guy Cyrus, who is clearly supposed to be like a Bin Laden guy.
So here's a question for you. This is a series that obviously doesn't care about offending people. They do all kinds of stupid, ridiculous things. Why do you think personally they were like, oh no, Osama Bin Laden is crossing the line? When it's quite clearly designed.
I heard some early stuff that it was, originally it was going to be Bin Laden.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like, what, do they want to, they don't want to offend like fans of Bin Laden.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, like, don't want to kill this guy.
Show some sensitivity. He passed away.
So no, it's just some dude named Cyrus.
Then you just roamed around Steelport. Is it laid out identically to what we've seen in Saints Row the Third, or are there like signs that things have changed, buildings are ruined and that kind of thing?
The map itself is pretty much the same. There's still a
Right.
statue guy, there's, all the streets are the same, the downtown area is the same. There's different things, like there's these huge alien towers. I think there were like 5 of them I could go up. And it's kind of like this platforming little mini game thing where they're super huge. And so you have to find a way to kind of scale them between like wall running and doing super jumps and stuff. And you get like 1 million data clusters going up these things. So yeah, there's different side stuff like these generators and things you can take down. And then all the diversions and stuff from the previous games are back, but they're kind of different. Like Tank Mayhem, you're this floating hover laser tank now. And now there's UFO Mayhem, where you're flying a UFO around blowing stuff up. And my favorite one is Insurance Fraud, which I always loved from the old ones. But when you add like super jumping and super speed into the mix, like you'll sprint super speed, jump crazy high in the air, and then ragdoll. And then you can just like, you're just flying through the air ragdoll and literally just like boom right into buildings, and then you can just immediately in midair like boom, boom, boom. Like it's great, and your guys just freaking out the whole time. Like it's really, really good. In every screenshot I've seen and everything I played in this preview build, it's always dark. And I know there's a bunch of like crazy alien things in the sky and everything, but
There's not like a day-night cycle?
I have not noticed that, unless maybe I missed something in a trailer or something, but I have not seen any daytime stuff, so I think it'd be weird to just constantly be dark.
Yeah. One of the things I think when the game was announced, there was some people online that were immediately like, this is bogus, this is just something that should have been DLC all along.
Which was originally.
Yeah. And did you get the sense from what you played, did it feel like a huge evolution from the third game, or is it hard to say based on...
I don't think it's hard to say. I think it is certainly a big evolution, strictly from a gameplay perspective. Like, yeah, they're doing the new stuff, like you're the president or whatever, and now it's aliens and stuff, but it's the gameplay thing. It's just by adding these superpowers and stuff. And again, I had 2 of them. I could run fast and I could jump high. And I got a couple upgrades on those. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy stuff you can do. Like, you know, you get these freeze powers, you get, I saw you can upgrade it to like mind control. You know, as great as 3 was, it was grounded in reality, at least to the point of like you're mostly shooting bullets.
Right.
And I mean, you can make yourself basically indestructible to everything, which was awesome. But like you're shooting bullets and rockets, and I mean bigger stuff like you can call in airstrikes and stuff. But this one, it's just you're creating black holes, and it's so much different. And basically, if they just added the superpowers, I think that would be enough of a crazy thing. But
Yeah.
they've gone on top of that stuff with the weapons and everything.
So what's your favorite weapon? You mentioned the black hole gun. There's also like the dubstep gun. Is there anything else that you found? you like
Dubstep
about
gun is surprisingly effective. It
Yeah.
actually does kill people pretty well. I really like the black hole gun because I like doing stuff like you just shoot a black hole in the sky, like above the street, and there's this black hole there, and you're using telekinesis and just like pick people and cars up, and you're just heaving them into a black hole, which is like, all right, that's cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, the telekinesis is going to be super awesome because you can hold them up with the power button, but you can still shoot and stuff with the reticles, which is cool. And you can still do all your sprinting and all that stuff. So you can like just pick someone up off the street, like some old lady, and just sprint up the biggest skyscraper in the entire world, jump up and just throw her into the horizon, like, or into a black hole. Like,
Of course.
it's going to be the best just dink around game in a long time, I think.
And you're the president who's doing this.
You're the president, stuck in a
Okay.
Matrix simulation.
Yeah. So you're having a good time with it.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
What kind of character did you create for yourself?
Yeah, I did like a half-assed Solid Snake.
What kind of clothes was he wearing?
Actually, why are you staring at me
I
like
don't
that?
This is very important
You got
to
real
me.
serious all of a sudden. I was naked by the end of it, though. Because
disgusting.
When you
I don't
wake
wanna
up in
talk
the
about
real
this.
world, you come out of the gooey Matrix thing.
And Volition has said, though, that this is kind of the last as Saints Row as we know
the
it. Like,
conclusion of the Saints Row.
yeah, like the franchise is still going to go in some direction, but this is. I mean, at a certain point where you've got like aliens and superpowers, you can't really
What do you do?
go back.
It's like a really scaled down, like Scorsese film or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I never believe anything when game makers or the movies like, oh, this is the last one. It's never the last one. You know, it's like a wrestler retirement. Flair's not going to stay out of that ring.
You can't keep him out.
You can't keep him out. He'll die in
No.
that ring or on top of a wild woman. From Philadelphia.
There you go. So there's the prime audience is the intersection between pro wrestling fans and video game fans.
I think it's
Saints
just,
Row.
I think it's just me. I
before.
think they just have a big poster of me at Volition, and they say this is the demographic.
Yeah.
You're the president of the United States
Yeah.
defending America. You're doing wrestling moves that has wrestling taunts, and like I got into a car, and the first song I heard was "Boys Are Back in Town."
Yeah.
I was like, are they just making this game for me at this point?
Dan Reichert, target idiot. I think is what they're going for.
Well, they're nailing it. They're completely nailing it.
So Saints Row 4. I'm excited to play that.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Thanks for facing me on a couch and chair situation.
No problem. Anytime, Jeff Cork.